What is going on, everybody? It's your boy V-Dub. I had to stop at Walmart. Now I'm running late. I had to stop at Walmart and get, my stuff that I kept forgetting. My cue cards and stuff. So I did that. Now I'm at Walmart. Now I'm leaving Walmart, and I should be at work just in time. Welcome to the daily commute. So my daily commute, what I always wanted to do, this is what I do normally. I call my cousin or my friend Green, and I just tell them about what's going on in the world. And this is what this video is going to do. So what I'm going to talk about right now, I'm going to talk about race. Now, the reason why I say that is because you're going to see. So earlier this week, Kathy Griffin, if you don't know who she is, she's a stand-up comedian and an actress. She's been around for a long time, from the 90s. I remember seeing her in X-Files when she had the twin sister. That's because I'm a nerd. So she took this picture of her holding Donald Trump's head, and it was covered in blood, and it was a severed head covered in blood, and it went viral. Everybody went crazy over it. And Donald Trump even messaged CNN, said that this is unacceptable. He will not accept that. So she was fired, and she used to host CNN's New Year's Eve party every year. So now she's issuing an apology about her actions. She said it was out of line. And some people, I mixed reviews, said that it was a little too much. But here's my thing on it. I don't know if it was too much. Like me, I don't have a personal opinion about it. I just, she felt like she had to do it. She had to do it. Right? But here's my thing about it, and this is why I get upset. When Obama was in office for 8 years, they've been hanging up nooses, hanging up Obama dolls, hanging them, burning them. No one did anything. In fact, there was a comedian, can't remember her name. I should have written it down. I can't remember her name. Old comedian. She kept having facelifts. She died. I can't remember her name. But she said that Michelle Obama looked like a monkey. And one of her stand-up jokes. She didn't even apologize for it. Nothing. No one gives a crap. It's always, when Obama's in office, you can do whatever you want. As much anti-Obama stuff you want to do. You want to hang up nooses, you can do that. And it's crazy that she lost her job for doing that, but no one lost their job for doing what they did to Obama. For 8 years. Thank you, Fox News. And another thing, moving on about race. So, LeBron James, one of the best basketball players. I don't know if he's the best. I don't watch sports, but everyone knows who LeBron James. Even if you don't watch sports, I don't watch sports, but I know who LeBron James is. I know what he does outside of basketball. He does a lot of community service, a lot of donations, a lot of different programs, which is awesome, and I respect him for that. So if you didn't hear about this, someone spray painted the N-word on his house. And this is 2017. Just want you to know that. This is 2017. 2017. And someone sprayed the N-word on his house. And he said he talked about it in a press conference. He said it's tough being black in America. Doesn't matter how much money you have or how famous you are, people will always remember that you're black. Something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. And it's crazy that he's loved by everyone. Everyone loves him when he's on the court in basketball. If he does anything outside of that, people don't like it. Why was the N-word spray painted? Why you had to do that? Because he's in the championship? What is this person doing? This person's driving all crazy all over the road. What's this, a checkpoint? This is why I don't like coming this way. There's always something going down this way. Every time I go down Grand Ave to go into Elbridge, there's always something going on. Is this person turning around? This person really did just turn around. Maybe... Is this a checkpoint? Wow. I've never been to a checkpoint. Hopefully I won't get shot. Get out of the car. Turn that video off. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on, guys. Hey, that car turned around. You saw that?
What's that?
There was a Subaru, green Subaru turned around and went back the other way.
All right, thank you.
Let you know. Just trying to do my part. You know, could have been a terrorist. I don't know. So where was I? LeBron James. All right, so LeBron James, yeah, they put the N-word on his house. So the same time, they hung nooses in an African-American museum in Philadelphia. Now, this is like the third or fourth time that this has happened. That they hung nooses in there, in the African-American museum. Why? I have no idea. I don't understand a lot. You know, like, nothing about racism is... And I watched this video a long time ago, and a guy was talking about the word "is" at the end of it. Like scientists, philanthropists, racist. The "is" means like when you're a scientist, you're profound in science. But when you're a racist, it means like you don't like other races. And I feel like there's two sides to that coin. I feel like you can love your people, which is fine, but don't alienate other people. That makes sense? Like, here's an example. There was this girl I was working with, and I was telling her about Prince Henry, how he was getting a lot of backlash for dating this black actress who was American. And people weren't mad that she was American. People were mad that she was black. And I was telling her about this, and she said, "Ty, why is it always about race with you?" And I was like, you know, that's a good point. I was like, it's about race with me because I love my people. I do. I love the good and the bad. You know, I just take it as it is. But you can't ignore the fact that all this bad stuff has been happening to my culture. Like, you can't just put it behind you and act like it never happened. You can't act like racism didn't happen and segregation didn't happen. You can't act like it didn't happen, because it did. It did happen. You can't act like the court systems is put against African Americans and Latinos. You can't act like it's not, because it is. It's been proven already. I was like, but all that being said, if you don't want to stand up, at least talk about it, or at least do something about it, then you're no better than the people that's doing it. You're not, you know, those people who just, I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. I don't want to talk about the police killings. I don't want to talk about, you know, Black Lives Matter. I don't want to talk about all the bad stuff all the outlash that they do against Obama. I don't want to talk about how the HBCUs are losing money and, you know, stuff like that. Like, I don't want to talk about any of that black stuff. I don't. You can't. You have to. That's the only way we're going to come together and be unified as Americans. But remember, rarely do you hear European American. You only hear American when it comes to white people. When it comes to black people and Latino people, it's either, when it's Latinos, always Hispanics or Latino. And then they put American behind it. When there's black people, it's African American. I'm from the Bronx. I'm not from Africa. Now, I'm not saying I don't know my heritage. I know my heritage is African American. Yes, I get that. But why you have to separate us if we're both from the same country? That's what I'm saying. All right? And that's it, man. That's my daily commute. I'm still driving to work. You know, let me tell you guys what happened. So I was doing a video last week. I was talking about Donald Trump. I was talking about and this is directed to Mike, who's watching my show. So I was doing a video about a Facebook post that I posted about how this guy did a video about video games. Always portray evil characters with darker skin. Like, not even in video games, but in cartoons and and stuff like that. They always have a darker tone to them. And so that people who see this stuff, they keep seeing over and over again, they're going to start to think people with darker skin are evil. Now, get the concept of what he's saying, because it's similar to the doll concept. If you haven't heard about the doll concept, look at that. Look that up. It's about how they took random kids. I think it was like 5 to 10 white kids, 5 to 10 black kids, and they put black dolls and white dolls in front of them. And they asked them which one was the prettiest, which one was ugliest, which one you're scared of, which one is friendlier. And when it came to all the good stuff like friendly, nice, pretty, it was all white dolls. When it came to black dolls, they're always ugly, scary, etc. See what I'm saying? So that was a long time ago, but it's kind of relevant. Nah, it's not really so much relevant today. It's. I understand what that guy was saying, and I don't agree with him, but I understand it. And then on my Facebook, people, my boy Lee and my teacher from high school, they were going at it. I was talking to my sister. She started talking about Asian people don't like black people, and I was just like, listen, I was like, if you have, like, she posted these pictures of Asian people with blackface and a wig, like a nappy hair wig, right? And I was like, this looks like a comedy show. And she was like, no, this is what they do every day. And I was, she didn't say every day, but that was her tone. And I was like, you can't put comedy with what we're talking about, because it's two different things. I was like, for instance, Key and Peele. A lot of people know who Key and Peele is. In fact, let's go even a step back. The Chappelle Show. Everybody know about Dave Chappelle and the Chappelle Show. He did so many different races in that show, making fun of like white people, Asian people, black people too, etc. And the Key and Peele Show did the exact same thing. They even did Hispanics and stuff like that. So why is it funny when black people do it, but not funny when another race does it? You can't be like that. If it's comedy, it's making people laugh, just go with it. That's how I feel. I'm like, because we do it all the time. Like, and you can't have this double standard. Oh, we can do it, but you can't do it. That's ignorance right there. You can't do that. You can't say, oh, I can do it. I can make fun of all the races because I'm black, but you can't do it because you're Asian or you're white or you're Latino. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, there's literally like a whole storyline in Key and Peele about Hispanic people in baseball, and it's called the slap butt, and it's a whole like throughout their whole run on Comedy Central. It's a whole series about this one Hispanic player who keeps slapping butts, and he's addicted to it. Like, come on, man. Right? Come on. Same thing with in Dave Chappelle Show. He had when he dressed as that white news anchor. Come on, man. You can't be one way and then be the other way when someone else does it. Like, see yourself as a pioneer. Like, you gotta laugh at yourself. That time I'm laughing at all the ignorance I see. Most of the time I'm just laughing at it. Just gotta have a sense of humor. If you don't laugh, man, if you keep it bottled up inside and just view it as laughter. That's how I do, And unless if I'm in danger, then yeah. But if it's people just talking, I laugh. Got no other point but to laugh, So, just want to share that with you. Let me know what you think in your comments. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I'm going to do a new video in a couple weeks too. Because half the time I don't eat at work. I go for a walk and I eat at this place called Pita Pit. Also eat at the sushi place. There's like 2 sushi places over there. One of them has a conveyor belt too. And I want to do a video. I'm gonna start with Pita Pit. Shout outs to all those people that work there. And they're always doing construction. Damn, I got an hour to get to work. Less than an hour. Almost there though. It literally takes me like 35, 40 minutes to get to work. That's not bad. I'm almost there. Almost on 690. But thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hit that like button, share it. If you watch this video for the first time, hit that subscribe button. All right? And thank you for watching the Daily Commute.